Couch crew, hello, it's your boy Turk, back once again. Hi, hello, once again for another, update. It's October. It's time for another hi, hello, October update. So you can know what I got going on, what books I'm looking after, and so I can ask y'all some questions, talk to y'all a little bit, get to know y'all. Y'all can get to know me. That's what it is. This is October, the video vlog. Let's get into it. Ghoul Couch. First off, happy Ghoul Couch, everybody. That's right, around here in October, if you didn't know, we do a thing called Ghoul Couch, where we try to do more themed October Halloween-y things, and also Ghoul Couch is usually the end of the year for the Grouch Couch. It's usually the way that we like to mentally do it. Back in the day, we did like seasons and campaigns and stuff, and Ghoul Couch was always like the ender of our year, because November, December, we usually always try to take a break, and this year is no different, for different reasons, and we'll get into that. But what we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk about what games and books that I've received, what new friends I've met, what things I'm going to be doing here on the channel in October, and how things are going with me. Of course, I'll leave the me updates to the end of the video, so all of you guys that don't really care about personal things with me, but just want to know what's going on with the channel and what content and books that you should be after will be here at the front, as usual, to help save you guys time, right? Transparency as always, and I know how valuable your time is. So first of all, thanks for looking on this video. That means you're interested. That means you're a part of the Couch crew. I think you deserve one puppy tax. You want to see the dog? Here we are. Say hi, Macaroni. This is the dog. This is Macaroni. He's the corgi. His brother's name is Cheese. Yes, say hello. All right, you were the puppy tack. You cool with that? All right. His bed is right there. That's where, look, you can still see him. That's where he lays, usually. Pay attention in the videos. You might be able to see him down there. And also, one thing I forgot to say about Ghoul Couch. It's me again. Later, Turkey. Here I am again. Yes, Ghoul Couch. So, one of the things we do every year for Ghoul Couch, if you didn't know, yeah, we do a friggin' t-shirt for Ghoul Couch every single year. And because we're transitioning over to YouTube right now, we've actually made all of our past Ghoul Couch merch t-shirts available to purchase on our store, only for October, okay? And then every year forward, right, we're going to develop a new Ghoul Couch t-shirt that will then only be available for October. So if you want the previous years, only right now, for this October, can you pick up a past Ghoul Couch t-shirt, all right? And then sometimes I do like special requests or whatever because I'm a nice guy, but like for real, if you want a Ghoul Couch shirt, hop over to the merch store and pick up whichever one you like the best. If you want to collect them all, you can get them all. There's also stickers. You can get one sticker from each year, or just pick up your favorite Ghoul Couch shirt. If you don't like this year's, you can get a past year, all right? That's the deal, but it's only this year, okay? So get out there and check it out. That's right. Okay, future Turkey, bye. Back to the other guy. Okay, so here at the very, very top, I recently went on a trip way out of town. The town I live in does not have a Barnes & Noble or any kind of anything. And we have a card shop locally, but we do not have a local, like, bookstore or, game store. We don't have any of that stuff. So it was very cool to be able to go out of town and do that. And for a long time, I've been looking for the Final Girl core box. This bad boy right here. I've been trying to find it everywhere. You can't, like, even on Amazon. They like got everything. I try not to shop on Amazon, right? As everyone should. Support your local businesses, right? But I was like, last ditch effort. I was even looking on there. Couldn't find it. You can find this on their website, but like it's hard to navigate. And like, anyways, Van Ryder Games. But I was at Barnes & Noble, and guess what? I finally got the core box for Final Girl, because they have like 30 different expansions, like this one here. But you have to have a core box to be able to play the expansion. Or the game in general, and you have to have an expansion to be able to play the game. It's weird. I'm gonna talk about it more in a video, but here in Ghoul Couch October, I'm gonna be playing some Final Girl. I'm at the very least gonna be playing with this one once, if not twice. We're gonna do a full review of the Final Girl, and we're going to do an actual play and teach you how to play, because this is a solo survival board game that's very cool and very modular, and they have all different kinds of expansions. And if it performs well on the channel, I'm actually hoping to get more of these really cool expansions and play more of them, because the horror slasher aesthetic is just something I've always been into, but it's never been a part of my hobby, you know what I mean? So the fact that it is now is very neat, and so hopefully it performs well on the channel, I'm hoping, and if that does well, then we're going to play more of this. Very exciting. And I also do a lot of board games on the channel. Board games usually aren't a thing that I do, usually just tabletop role-playing games, but I don't know, I just want to do it, so I'm going to do it. What's next? We wet our whistle. That's what we do. We're also in October, and here in October, I really wanted to actually start playing Rue from Ruin, the werewolf TTRPG. With everything else I have planned, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a full-on series of it, but I think I'm going to do one really long episode of it, just kind of play through it for a while and enjoy it for what it is, and then also give away this book. As you can see, it's still in plastic, completely nothing. This could be yours. So when you see that video go live, make sure to click on it, because you'll figure out how you can win this bad boy. Yes, and actually the developer, seeing that I was going to give this away, and on the comment to the last update video, we're like, a giveaway. It's a great idea. So they're all about it. So hell yeah. Oh, I have to talk about it. I got home from work one day, and there was a box outside my door. Wow, my white balance just made me real red. There was a box outside my door, and I didn't know what the heck. And I opened it, and this was in there. And there was no gift receipt. No one told me who bought this for me, but someone in our Couch Crew community bought the Dragonbane box set, starter box set, for me, from my wish list, my Amazon wish list. I've got a wish list of games that I really want to play and mess with on the channel. It also has some other little like accessory things and just stuff for like set pieces and stuff because I have future set plans. But they picked this one up, and I don't know who it was because no one told me, but I want to say thank you so much. I recently, as you know, haven't been doing a lot of different kinds of fantasy until we got to Legend of the Mist. Then all of a sudden I was like, all right, we're going back to fantasy. But I think with Dragonbane, it actually has solo rules in it. So I don't think here in October, because we have too many plans with other stuff, but I am going to do a video covering how to solo playlist at the very least to start. And then we're going to come back and probably get into Dragonbane if we ever get back into fantasy after Legend of the Mist, because this is also a really cool one. Oh, and this here, this friggin' Darkwing Duck head ass art here on the back is the coolest thing. Yeah, we are developing our own expansion for Morkborg OSR. It's a little TTRPG setting that we're making, and this is kind of like reminiscent of that in a way. And if you know about that, you know about that. It's very cool. There's another one that was gifted to me, and I think I actually had to pull it up on a screen share because I don't have a physical. Hold on. Oh, so it wasn't a gift, but it was a suggestion from a really good friend of mine. It's this game right here. It's called Courier, and it's a post-apocalyptic wasteland world where you're delivering mail. I guess not mail, but just like things. And it looks very, very cool. It was a suggestion of a friend. It was sent to me. I like the font a lot. It's black and white, which means it's a beautiful little short little indie TTRPG, and I love indie TTRPGs. And I want to give a big shout out to my friend Peter from Champions of the Table. I'll see if I can link them down in the description there. A big friend of ours of the channel. Since we started, the Grouch Couch started, I don't know, maybe not when we started, but a little while after that we met Peter, and Peter's been a good friend of ours. And he messaged me, was like, Turk, you're a mailman now? You really like wasteland stuff? And I seen this and thought it was right up your alley. And I was like, fuck yeah, Peter, dude. So very, very cool. I also hope to pick up Courier. I don't know if we're going to do it here in October because of time constraints. But when we come back after our break, Courier is on my list. And I also have a fun little story. I go to Wasteland Weekend every year. I have been for a long time. If you don't know what Wasteland Weekend is, it's like a week-long Mad Max themed festival, much like Burning Man in the middle of the desert here in California. And this past year it happened, and because of my job, I didn't get to go for the whole time, but I did manage with some finagling. I managed to go for one day, and it was totally worth it. It was well needed. I needed the break, and I had a great time there. If you're following my personal account on Instagram, you can see the pictures of me there, and it's a lot of fun. I've been going for a long time. But my anecdote story here is that actually at Wasteland Weekend, every year, well, they have like a post office, and you can go there, and you can get like little letters to deliver to random people out there at the event, right? It'll just have like their name, and sometimes it'll have what camp that they're camped at, and you just take the letters and deliver them. And one year, I think it was like 4 years ago, I actually got the most letters delivered at Wasteland Weekend. And I got a little golden bottle cap that I have on my Wasteland vest that I'm very proud of. And it's so funny now that I'm an actual mailman, when I went out to Wasteland and I seen the post office and I was like, look, I'm not going to be delivering any mail this year. I just don't think that that's for me anymore. I do it in real life now. So I don't think, but it's very cool to just think about that full circle. And then when I return from Wasteland, Peter says, hey, Turk, there's a post-apocalyptic courier game about delivering mail. The world has come full circle, y'all. And that's just absolutely crazy. So Courier is also on my list right now. Big shout out to Peter. Thanks, buddy. And Wasteland was fun. For the day that I went, it was well needed. It's a whole event thing. And if you ever plan to go, anybody in our community, make sure to definitely join the Discord so we can talk about it. I love helping out newbies. If you ever want to go, I can show you the ropes, walk you around, teach you how to get in with the fit in and everything else. Let me know. Yes. I also got to spend time with my brother. My brother finally got to go. My brother's 10 years older than me. He's got like his bachelor's in psychology and he's very successful. And he finally decided, he was like, I'm going to go to Wasteland with you, Turk. And so I got to spend some time with him and it was wonderful. So cheers to that. All right, moving on. what's next? I think now is a good time to talk about schedule. Now that we know we're kind of is in our wheelhouse a little bit right now. One final thing that's in our wheelhouse. A long time ago, we did a little campaign called SideQuesters Multiverse, and we just did it with a system called Everyday Heroes, and it was okay. It kind of worked. Our theme kind of like just smashed the system into the ground, which does tend to happen, but there is actually a system that has a theme that is wonderful. I actually have a review on it on the channel. It's called Triangle Agency. I don't think my review does it justice. Quinn's Table, for sure, his review does a great justice. Check out his review if you want. But Triangle Agency is also something I'm thinking about playing right now. I really want to pick up the physical and get through it because there's really cool special dice that come with it and stuff, but we really want to do a version 2 of SideQuesters that's only on YouTube, because sometimes live streaming stuff, I feel like it takes a lot out of the content bits of things, So I've actually talked to a couple of the players from that SideQuesters Multiverse, and they're down to come back and run it back with Triangle Agency. So it's not going to be here in October, but probably once we're back from our little bit of a break, we're going to be getting into that. This will be a little group thing that we might try to do. So, schedule thingies then. What's going on here on the TheGrouchCouch? So the past month has been a little bit lighter with videos, but I did actually still manage to get a few out. I'm kind of proud of that. We managed to continue Legend of the Mist every week. We actually have one final episode that we have to do of Legend of the Mist before we take our little break from that, and I think that one's going to be fun. It's going to be a really fun episode because I'm going to try to explore some mechanics we haven't got to yet. I'm going to try to do some fights and other kinds of stuff like that with Legend of the Mist, even though the rustic fantasy is kind of targeted towards not fighting, but I might still try to do that and see what happens. Anyways, all of September went really well, I think, here on the channel. We got a lot more done than I thought we were going to with my new job. That being said, November, December is insane for a mailman. Not only people are pre-prepping and ordering their Christmas gifts from Amazon and other kinds of stuff like that. People order a lot of things through the mail in November and December. Decorations as well for their houses for their holidays and everything. It's completely insane. And so one thing I've been told a lot, like over and over, is like, you're probably going to be working 7 days a week for all of December, and then it also might happen in November. So I'm going to be at work 7 days a week, and also they can work me up to 10 hours a day, which is a little bit crazy. So 7 days a week, 10 hours a day, I'll be at work. So right now my plan is, if something super fun and special comes up, I might absolutely hop in on it and make some content out of it and have some fun with it, if I can find the time. But right now, November and December, I plan to just, at least early November, I'm going to finish off all the systems and things I have going on right now, and then I'm taking a break November and December because I do not want to go mad pulling my hair out trying to, juggle this life here and then also the mailman life. I need to just focus in on mailman life to be able to survive 7 hours a day, 10 hours, right? 7 days a week, 10 hours, right? So we're taking a break November, December, at least the latter half of November and December. We're taking a break from everything, which means there's a lot of things that I want to finish here in October. I want to do a few episodes of the Walking Dead series. We have to finish the Legend of the Mist series. Hopefully I might get the collector's edition soon because we have to unbox that. I've kind of been stalling for episode 5, hoping the collector's edition is going to show up so we can play with that instead of Foundry, but we'll see. But we have to finish Walking Dead. We'll start a few episodes of Walking Dead, Legend of the Mist. I want to do Final Girl, and then we're actually going to try to do a murder mystery party as a group here sometime on the channel. And there's a couple other things that I want to do, but they don't have priority. I really want to do Sandbox Generator as a live stream here on YouTube, because I haven't really live streamed on YouTube really all that much, and I kind of want to. I want to put my feet in that world. But that being said, I have 10 other ideas as well and other books and stuff, but I have to make sure that we finish the important ones, right? The ones that I owe you guys to. Because there's a thing that when I start a series, if I don't finish it or cap it off at a good point, I feel bad. I see, even if a series like Morkborg only has 100 views or something, that's still potentially 80 to 100 people that watched that series. And if I just leave it open-ended after an episode 4, I don't know, it feels rude to me. As a creator, it's I owe my friends that story. They invested their time to listen to my story that we have had and made. I owe it to them to fucking finish it or leave it at a good point. It's weird that I feel that way, but it really is. So I hate leaving things unfinished. So there are things we must do, my friends. And that being said, just know if you ever invest your time in one of my series here on the channel, just know I always try to finish the story best that I can. Right. Am I rambling? Yes. Does it matter? I don't quite know. So yeah, there's a thing that I actually didn't get to do in the last update video was look through my drive-thru RPG wish list and talk about some games I've been looking at recently. I think our friend over at Lore by Night actually got this. This is a single-player mode for Cyberpunk. Kind of cool stuff, honestly. And I think they were sent a review copy. I'm not actually sure, but I had this on my wish list as well. I seen it. I was like, this looks super dang cool. I haven't really ever invested any time in Cyberpunk for anything ever before, but this looked fun. So there's that. I've also talked a lot about Vaesen on the channel, and I think Vaesen is something I definitely want to play later in the future. The Solo Game Master's Guide. My goodness. If anyone ever finds a physical copy of the Solo Games Master Guide, let me know, okay? A physical copy that isn't gouge priced. Let me know. Insane. I really want one. There's been a lot of talk about all flesh must be eaten in our Discord recently, and I've kind of looked at it a little bit. I'm so invested in the Walking Dead system that it'd be weird for me to switch zombie systems halfway through a campaign, but I think maybe next year for October we're going to do something. That being said, the last one I think I really want to point out to you guys is this system called Downcrawl, and I don't know when it released, but I do know that it was added to drive-thru on March 31st this year. So it looks very, very cool. The reason I think it's interesting is because it says explore a weird, wondrous underworld so far from the surface that the sun and the sky are only legend. That's very cool to me. The weird and wild creatures way, way down below. And it also has very cool roll charts, inspiring tables to help you generate anything from ad hoc story hooks to random locations to underground terrain types. Wild. And it was actually made with this very, very cool Downcrawl deck that also just looks sick. You put these little cards together to come up with ideas. You can flip them around. Looks so cool. And I really want to get my hands on it, and I want to play with it, and I want to learn more about how it works. I don't think I'm giving it justice right now on just this little bit of a point out, covering this thing real quick video. But it seems very, very neat. So if you guys are interested in that, there you have. Okay, books we're looking at, schedule stuff. You guys, I also want to redo my office once I have the time. And my current office right now is actually split in half, and my partner has the other half and I have this half, but she doesn't really ever use her half because her computer is kind of in disarray, needless to say. But I really want to set up a nice table that I can play these board games at. The current table that I use is very tiny. It's it's only this long, I think. It's very short. I had to get a short table to be able to fit it in here, right? And so I really want to redo my office with some really nice shelves for all these really cool board games and stuff. And also, speaking of shelving, I was also in talk and word with the folks who make Enclave, and I may be checking that out very soon. They're coming out with kickstarting a new thing for Enclave, and I was in talks with the developer, Robbie, very nice lad. So maybe Enclave, we'll be checking that out in the future as well. I have a vision for the way I want to put books on some shelves in here, because right now they're all just kind of all over the place, and I want to be able to keep them nice and make them, keep them nice for a long time, because I'm getting more books now that I'm investing more in this hobby, and so I want to redo my office. So don't get too used to this background for too long. And what I will say, I was thinking about doing a shelf office tour to go into more depth of all this crap that's behind me before I take it all down. So if you are interested, let me know, right? Because there is a lot. Yeah. And Charles is a big staple of Ghoul Couch. At least he was for a long time. Now we'll see. We'll see how involved this lad gets to be this year. Mr. Charles. That's his name, the skeleton. Okay. So we want to rearrange our office. Work has been good. There's being a mailman's, I don't know, it's just different than what I thought. It's nice that I have time to listen to the books and finish the books that I really want to listen to and stuff like that. I think that's great. The physical aspect of it also hasn't been an issue for me, although I am getting very tan now at this point. Not at all. But USPS is in way more of disarray than I had imagined. Everything is so old and outdated and broken, and it's crazy. And I just didn't think that it being like a federal kind of position thing. But yeah, it's very true. So there's a lot of crap that you just have to deal with, like your vehicle going to be broken down, or it's going to have a weird quirk to it that you're going to have to kind of just deal with when you're delivering mail. And so that's kind of like the things you got to deal with. But I think, as I said in the last video, everything in this world is going to come with crap, and you have to find things that have crap that you're willing to put up with, right? And so right now, again, I'm still thinking that I can put up with this crap for now. And it also sounds like to me over the holidays you're gonna make enough money to be able to live off for the rest of the fucking year. Insane, but you will never be home. So thank goodness I don't have kids or nothing, because like if you're a mailman and you have kids, like you will not be home for December or like Thanksgiving or like, you know what I mean? You're gonna be out delivering mail. So thankfully I don't have that. So that's also a plus for me. Yeah, goodness. So a lot of new folks have also joined the Discord and stuff, and it's very cool to this growth. I think I made a video about it previously, but it's crazy to me. The fact that so many new friends are joining the Couch crew and just hanging out and, you know what I mean, and are getting involved in these stories and jumping in the Discord and stuff like that. And it's crazy to me because my imposter syndrome still messes with me. Like, I'm not good enough. I'm sitting here talking and doing this video, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking that no one's going to watch this. No one cares, you know, like no one wants to watch you, Turkey. It's crazy. So just thank you all for your nice, awesome, kind words. It's very cool to go on my break at work and read YouTube comments and see all the nice, awesome words you guys are shooting. Even if I do kind of crazy video super late at night, I did a sandbox generator video late at night. I just really wanted to do it. And man, my excitement was hitting and I was not saying words right, but all you guys were still very supportive. So appreciate that. Yeah, man, transparency on this here channel. You're going to get it forever, for real. But thank you all for picking up things for me. And whoever in the fuck bought this for me right here, I don't know who did this, but whoever did it, thank you. I was blown away. And the following day I was at work just thinking about it all day. Like, who would do that? Who, I put it on there like, ain't nobody ever gonna buy this for me. I'm gonna kind of put it on there so I remember to get it later whenever I can. And then who would do that? Thank you. Good Lord, thank you. Thank you for supporting the show. By buying a game, it supports the channel, for real, because I'm gonna play it now. I am. And I want to say to all you guys, if you want to see me play anything, ever, first of all, you don't have to buy it for me. You could suggest it in the Discord. Send me some stuff. Send me some ideas like our boy Peter did. But if you want to make sure that I play something, yes, I guess buying it for me is the best way to do it, because then I will play it no matter what, because, you know, I'll have it. Goodness. So thank you all for the support this whole past month. Even though videos have been slimmer, you're still joining the Discord, and such nice comments from all you guys and such very wonderful support. I even read some of your comments to my partner, like, listen to this for a second. There was some really nice ones on Legend of the Mist and like follow-up ones, really nice ones on like posts that I made on YouTube, which I think the community thing is open now, so you guys can post on it too now. I don't know. It's wild, but just thank you all. It's very nice. It's very sweet, and I hope to keep making fun-ass, rad-ass content, my guy. Transparent content in a community that you can very well fucking be a part of. Absolutely. Join the Discord, hit the comments. We're all about it, baby. Around here on the Couch crew. Look, thanks. I'm gonna ramble. So for now, my friends, important things to remember. November, December, we're taking a break. I have a lot of game ideas and things that I want to play here on the channel. And if you have ideas and thoughts and things, leave them down in the comments, and also join the Discord to talk to me directly. And I really do appreciate all you guys. And remember that you could always use links down in the old description of this here video to help support the channel. That's right. There's links to drive-thru wishlist to help get games for the channel, or Amazon wishlist. But honestly, if you just use our affiliate links whenever you pick up things for yourself, it'll actually help me out to be able to then purchase games myself. It's very cool. It's like, you know, it's a win-win for everybody. So thanks for using those links, and thanks for checking us out. And if you want to see me at Wasteland, there's pictures on my personal Instagram. You can find it. It's out there someplace. I appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Take a seat on the couch, everybody. Roll initiative, at least for a little while. I'll see you next time. Roll on that, weirdos. Bye-bye.